Ladies, now listen. I want to talk to you today about something that not enough women understand, but it's powerful, it's magnetic, and it's real. I'm talking about 6 dark feminine traits that men can't resist. And when I say dark feminine, I'm not talking about being manipulative or playing games. I'm talking about owning yourself, knowing your value, and walking into a room with energy that just draws people toward you. Men are simple in some ways, complicated in others, but these traits, they notice them instantly. They feel them before they even understand them. You see, a man doesn't just look at a woman and decide if he likes her by her face or her body. No, it goes deeper than that. He feels her energy. He feels her confidence. He feels the way she carries herself. And if she's got these traits, if she's walking in her power, he's going to be hooked. I promise you. Let me start with confidence. Now, confidence is something most women think is about being loud or always right. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about knowing your worth and not settling for less. A confident woman walks into a room and commands respect without saying a word. Men notice it in the way you hold your head high, the way you speak your mind, the way you make decisions without constantly seeking approval. Confidence isn't arrogance. Arrogance pushes people away. Confidence draws them in. When a man sees a woman who believes in herself, who values herself, he can't help but be drawn to her. And it's not just men. Confidence changes the energy around you. It changes how the world sees you. It changes how you see yourself. And a man, a good man, he'll want to be near that energy because he knows he can't control it, but he wants to be a part of it. Now, let's talk about mystery. Mystery. This is the trait that trips women up the most because they think they have to show everything, tell everything, give everything all at once. But men are hunters by nature. They like to chase. They like to wonder. They like to feel that pull, that curiosity, that excitement that makes them think, I need to know more about her. When you keep a little mystery, when you don't reveal every detail of your life immediately, you make yourself unforgettable. You make him chase you mentally, emotionally, and sometimes even physically. It's not about being secretive or dishonest. It's about pacing yourself, showing layers, letting him peel back the story one piece at a time. Mystery is magnetic. Mystery creates intrigue. Mystery keeps him thinking about you when you're not around. And let me tell you something, a man can't resist that. Passion. Passion is fire. And men notice fire immediately. They can feel it. It's in the way you talk about your dreams, your purpose, your ambition. A woman who is passionate about her life, her career, her personal growth, she lights up the room. Men don't want a woman who's boring. Men want someone who's alive, someone who challenges them, someone who pushes them to be better just by existing. And here's the thing about passion. It's contagious. When a man sees a woman living her best life, following her purpose, chasing her dreams, he can't help but be attracted, not just physically, not just emotionally, but mentally. That energy, it's irresistible. Emotional intelligence is another trait that men are drawn to. Now, this one right here separates the women who are taken seriously from those who aren't. Emotional intelligence is knowing yourself, understanding your emotions, and navigating relationships without losing your balance. Men can sense when a woman has her emotions in check. They can feel the calm, the strength, the ability to handle life without drama. Men respect that. Men can't resist a woman who is strong but empathetic, who understands people but doesn't let anyone walk all over her, who communicates clearly, who listens, who responds instead of reacts. That's emotional intelligence, and it's a rare, powerful trait. Independence. Oh yes, independence. A man wants a woman who doesn't need him to survive, who has her own life, her own money, her own goals, her own circle. He doesn't want to be her crutch. He wants to be a partner in life. When a woman is independent, when she's self-reliant, when she's building her life without waiting on anyone, that's sexy. That shows strength. That shows she's confident. That shows she values herself. And men notice it. They're drawn to it because an independent woman isn't easy to keep. She's not desperate. She's not needy. She's a challenge in the right way. And that challenge makes men work for her attention. respect, and love, and men can't resist that kind of energy. And finally, playfulness. Life is serious, but if all you do is stress, complain, or act uptight, men will avoid that energy. Men are drawn to a woman who can laugh, tease, flirt, and bring fun into a relationship. Playfulness creates connection. Playfulness keeps the spark alive. Men can't resist a woman who can joke, who can be witty, who can dance, laugh, and enjoy life without worrying about everything all the time. It's lightness, it's joy, it's charm. And when you combine that with confidence, mystery, passion, emotional intelligence, and independence, you are unstoppable. You see, these 6 traits, they're not about manipulation. They're about becoming the woman you were meant to be. They're about walking in your energy, knowing your worth, and allowing the right man to be drawn to you naturally. When you own yourself, when you cultivate these traits, you don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. You don't have to compromise your values or hide who you are. The right man will see you, feel you, and be drawn in because your energy is magnetic, irresistible, and powerful. And that's what makes dark feminine energy so potent. That's what makes it undeniable. That's what makes men notice, crave, and respect you. Now listen here, I want to be real with you today because too many women don't understand the power they already have. They're walking around thinking men only notice looks or the clothes you wear or how perfect your makeup is. Nah, men notice energy. Men notice presence. They notice power. And I'm going to tell you about 6 traits, 6 magnetic, dark feminine traits that men can't resist. And I'm not talking about games. I'm talking about genuine power. This is about owning yourself, owning your confidence, owning your life. When you do that, men can't help but be drawn to you. Let's start with confidence. I mean real confidence. Not the kind where you brag about every little thing or try to prove yourself constantly. Real confidence is knowing your worth, understanding what you bring to the table, and not settling for less. A confident woman walks into a room and she doesn't have to announce herself. Her presence does it for her. Men notice it. They feel it before they even see it. They see the way you hold your head high, the way you walk, the way you speak. Confidence is magnetic because it tells a man, I know who I am. I respect myself. I'm not desperate. I'm not going to beg you for attention. And that's attractive. That's irresistible. Confidence draws them in like a magnet because they see a woman who respects herself. And that tells them she's someone worth chasing. Mystery is next. Women, don't give away everything all at once. Don't tell him every detail about your life. Don't reveal every thought in your head. Don't spill your soul too soon. Men are hunters. That's how we're wired. A little mystery makes a man curious. It makes him want to chase. When a woman has layers, when she's not an open book immediately, a man can't stop thinking about her. He wonders. He imagines, he invests his energy into figuring out who she really is. Mystery is magnetic because it creates anticipation. It creates desire. You want him to chase you mentally before he even chases you physically. Keep some things for yourself. Don't overexplain. Don't overshare. Men can't resist a woman who keeps them on their toes, who is intriguing, who has depth they can't fully grasp at first glance. Then there's passion. Men are drawn to fire. Men are drawn to women who are alive, who have dreams, who chase their purpose, who have goals and ambition. Passion is contagious. When you talk about your dreams, when you light up with excitement over your work, your hobbies, your personal growth, men feel it. They feel that energy. They're attracted to it because it shows life, drive, and focus. A man doesn't want a woman who just drifts through life waiting for him to make everything exciting. No, he wants a woman who can light up the world on her own and wants him to be a part of it. Passion is magnetic because it's energy that men can't resist. They feel it, they want to be near it, and they want to be a part of it. Emotional intelligence is something most women overlook, but let me tell you, it's powerful. Men notice when a woman knows herself, when she understands her emotions, when she can navigate relationships without drama, when she responds instead of reacting. That's magnetic. A woman with emotional intelligence commands respect. She can handle conflicts. She can communicate clearly. She can stay calm under pressure, and she doesn't let life's challenges break her. Men can feel the difference. They can sense a woman who is strong but compassionate, who can listen, who can empathize, and who knows when to stand firm. That balance is rare, and men can't resist it. Emotional intelligence makes a woman powerful without her even trying. Independence, now that's a big one. A man wants a woman who doesn't need him to survive, who has her own money, her own goals, her own life, her own circle of friends. Independence is sexy because it shows strength. It shows confidence. It shows that you value yourself. When a woman is independent, she's not desperate, she's not clingy, she's not waiting around for a man to complete her. And men can feel that energy. They see a woman who is self-reliant, who builds her life, who walks in her own power, and they want to be a part of it. They want to match that energy. They can't resist it because an independent woman is not easy to control or manipulate, and men are drawn to strength that challenges them in the right way. Finally, playfulness. Life is heavy. Life is stressful, and a woman who can laugh, tease, flirt, and bring joy into a relationship that's magnetic. Playfulness keeps the spark alive. It keeps a man engaged. It shows that you don't take life too seriously, that you can enjoy yourself, that you can be light and fun even when things get tough. Men are drawn to women who bring energy, who bring joy, who can make them laugh and feel alive. Playfulness isn't childish. It's charm, it's wit, it's charisma. It's what makes men look forward to seeing you, talking to you, and spending time with you. When you combine all 6 traits, confidence, mystery, passion, emotional intelligence, independence, and playfulness, you are walking in a power that is magnetic. It's irresistible. And let me be clear, this isn't about manipulating a man or playing games. This is about becoming the woman you were meant to be. It's about owning your energy, knowing your value, living your life fully, and allowing the right man to be drawn to you naturally. When you do that, you don't have to chase, you don't have to beg, you don't have to compromise your standards. You just walk into your power, and men notice, they feel it, they crave it, and they respect it. So remember, these traits aren't superficial. They're deep. They're about energy. They're about presence. They're about owning your life. A woman who has these traits doesn't have to try too hard to attract men. Her energy does the work. And the men who are worthy, they'll be drawn to her like a magnet. That's the power of dark, feminine energy. And when you cultivate it, you become unstoppable. Now, let me tell you something, because too many women out here don't understand the kind of power they already carry. They think men are only attracted to looks, to curves, to the way you dress, or how you put on your makeup. Nah, that's surface level stuff. Men notice energy. They notice presence. They notice confidence and strength before they even realize what's happening. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. 6 dark feminine traits that men can't resist. And when I say dark feminine, I'm not talking about being manipulative or sneaky. I'm talking about owning yourself, stepping into your power, walking into a room like you belong there. Because let me tell you, when a woman walks like she owns her life, men can't help but pay attention. Confidence is the first thing, and I don't care what anyone tells you, confidence is magnetic. But I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm talking about knowing your worth. It's about understanding what you bring to the table and not settling for less. A confident woman doesn't have to announce herself. Men feel it the moment she walks into the room. They notice how she holds her head high, how she speaks, how she interacts with others. Confidence says, I respect myself. I value myself. I'm not desperate. I'm not going to beg for your attention. And men can't resist that. It's a power that draws people in. And when a man senses that energy, he wants to be part of it. Then there's mystery. Listen, women, don't give away everything at once. Don't spill every detail about your life right away. Don't tell him all your dreams, your struggles, your secrets before he's invested. Men are hunters by nature. They like to chase. They like to wonder. They like to feel that pull. That keeps them thinking about you long after you walk out the room. Mystery is about pacing yourself, about letting him peel back the layers slowly, about keeping him curious. It's not about being dishonest, it's about having depth, about not being an open book on page one. A little mystery keeps him engaged, makes him want more, and creates an attraction that's hard to resist. Passion is another trait that men can't resist. I'm talking about fire, excitement, purpose. When a woman is passionate about her life, her work, her dreams, her hobbies, it shows. Men can feel that energy. They notice when a woman lights up, when she talks about what she loves, when she pursues her goals relentlessly, when she's excited about life. Passion is magnetic because it's alive. It makes men want to be near it. They want to be a part of it. They want to share that energy. A woman who is alive, who's driven, who's chasing her dreams, that's attractive in ways that go beyond looks or charm. That's deeper. That's powerful. Emotional intelligence is something most women don't realize men notice immediately. A woman with emotional intelligence knows herself, understands her emotions, and can navigate relationships without drama. She responds instead of reacting. She handles conflicts with clarity and balance. Men notice that because they can feel the difference between a woman who's emotionally stable and a woman who's constantly all over the place. Emotional intelligence is power because it shows maturity, self-control, and the ability to understand not just yourself, but others around you. Men respect that. They are drawn to women who have that kind of balance because it makes them feel safe. It makes them feel challenged in the right way, and it makes them want to stay. Independence isn't another trait men can't resist. A man wants a woman who doesn't need him to survive, who has her own money, her own goals, her own friends, her own life. Independence is attractive because it shows strength. It shows self-reliance. It shows that you value yourself and your time. When a woman is independent, she's not clingy. She's not desperate. She's not waiting around for a man to complete her life. She already complete. And men can feel that energy. They see a woman who is building her own life, who's walking in her own power, and they want to be part of it. Independence challenges men in the right way. And when a man is challenged, he's drawn to that energy like a magnet. Playfulness. Oh yes, playfulness. Life is stressful. Life is heavy. Life is full of responsibilities. But a woman who can laugh, tease, flirt, and bring joy into the relationship, that's magnetic. Playfulness keeps the spark alive. It makes interactions fun. It makes him look forward to being around you. Playfulness isn't childish, it's charm. It's lightness, it's joy. And when a woman combines playfulness with confidence, mystery, passion, emotional intelligence, and independence, she's unstoppable. Men can't resist it because it's a combination of strength and energy, seriousness and fun, depth and lightness. It's the kind of energy that keeps men thinking about you, wanting more, craving your presence. Let me tell you something else. These traits don't make you manipulative. They don't make you a game player. They make you magnetic. They make you powerful. They make you the kind of woman who commands respect and attention without ever having to chase or beg. When you walk into your power, men notice. They feel it. They want it. And the right men will be drawn to you naturally. They will respect you. They will chase you in the right way. And they will value you because you've cultivated the energy that makes you irresistible. So remember, these traits, confidence, mystery, passion, emotional intelligence, independence, and playfulness are just surface level. They go deep. They are about who you are, how you carry yourself, and how you interact with the world. When you cultivate these traits, you don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. You don't have to compromise yourself. You just become magnetic. You become a force. You become the woman that men notice, respect, and can't resist. And that's what real dark feminine energy is all about. All right, now, let me be real with you for a minute because too many women out here don't understand the kind of power they already carry. They think men are only attracted to looks, to curves, to the way you dress, or how perfect your makeup is. Now, that's surface stuff. Men notice energy. They notice presence. They notice confidence and power before they even realize what's happening. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, 6 dark feminine traits that men can't resist. And when I say dark feminine, I'm not talking about manipulation.